Adolescence is a unique and formative time. Physical, emotional, and social changes, including exposure to poverty, abuse, or violence, can make adolescents vulnerable to mental health problems. Protecting adolescents from adversity, promoting social-emotional learning and psychological well-being, and ensuring self-love are critical for their health and well-being during adolescence and adulthood. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rizqi and I'm from Jakarta 72 State Senior High School, and I'm going to talk about the importance of self-love for the mental health of Gen Z. Although poor self-love is not considered to be a mental illness in and of itself, there are unmistakable connections between how we feel about ourselves and our general mental and emotional health. Self-love is described as how a person feels about themselves and what they do. This is defined by the UK-based charity Teenage Minds. Therefore, a person who has a high level of self-love thinks well of themselves, is able to identify their positive traits, and will typically work toward leading a happy and successful life. Low self-love is characterized by negative attitudes about oneself and the conviction that one is unworthy of achievement, happiness, or love. With the research linking low self-love to mental health issues and poor quality of life, this is a potentially dangerous way to live. Here are just a few ways that low self-love can affect teenage mental health and how you can try to improve yours. Poor relationships. As teenagers, we strive to interact with others, and the relationships we have with those closest to us help define us as people. So, negative relationships ultimately equal negative feelings and a negative perception of ourselves. Addiction. Psychological studies indicate that low self-love in teenage years and adulthood can be a predisposition to addiction in later life. Many addicts use substances such as drugs or alcohol to help ease the negative feelings they have about themselves. But over time, this method of escapism develops into an addiction, and of course, this has detrimental effects on their already depleted self-love levels. Depression and anxiety. Teenagers with low self-love tend to work in a vicious cycle with other mental health conditions, like depression and anxiety. It's hard to say which comes first, but only that the combination is both common and troublesome. Someone who already lives with a mental illness may find that low self-love develops due to the social stigma surrounding mental illness. Stigma can perpetuate the feeling that they have somehow failed building self-love. Building self-love for teenagers is crucial. When we learn to love ourselves, we strive for a better life, a happier relationship, a more fulfilling career, or recovery from addiction. But changing the deep-rooted feelings we have about ourselves isn't easy, and often experts recommend some form of therapy, usually cognitive behavioral therapy, to get to the underlying reasons behind our negative thoughts about ourselves. The solution is to confront and transform these unfavorable ideas into more constructive ones. It's also crucial to learn to cherish and take care of your body and mind by leading a healthy lifestyle. Regaining physical and mental confidence can start with a healthy diet, regular exercise, and meditation. It's crucial to really engage with the love, with the people we love. A great place to start building self-love is by experiencing love and support and having the capacity to return that love and support. If you don't have any close friends or relatives, you could want to volunteer or join a support group. A fantastic method to assist yourself is to help others. It means accepting your emotions for what they are and putting your physical emotion and mental well-being first. So we know that self-love motivates you to make healthy choices in life. When you hold yourself in high self-love, you're more likely to choose things that nurture your well-being and serve you well. It can be concluded that building a sense of self-love is important for adolescent mental health. Not only being a mentally healthy teenager, but also being able to be a kind-hearted teenager. Like what Charles Bukowski said, if you have the ability to love yourself first. I hope you enjoyed my speech. Thank you. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.